genuinely curious. Is anybody else of the opinion that job interviews are just kind of ableist? Like, it's a high pressure.
Oh my God. Have we noticed that in society, as society becomes easier, people complain more about dumb bullshit? Honestly, like, we are at the easiest point in anybody's life. Like, this time in history is the easiest for everybody. Everywhere. This is the least oppressive time. Like, America needs work, but you're not nearly as oppressed as other people. There are people in other countries that are just dying for existing. And but then now we're so fucking woke that job interviews are ableist. You know what's more ableist? Getting a job that you aren't prepared for. Interviews will generally reflect the difficulty of work. That's the truth. That's what it comes down to. And if you can't handle a job interview, imagine working a job where you can't handle it to the point where you're going to quit and you're going to have a fucking mental breakdown. You should be happy that you're getting a little bit of attacks, a little bit like riled up, because at least you're like, okay, I can't handle this. Not the job for me. Okay. But like further than that, I think it's incredibly ableist to assume that fucking people with some form of disability can't work high pressure jobs. Like, imagine that. It's like, it's really ableist because I have ADHD and like I feel like I can't function in this job, or I have autism. It's like, yeah, well, you know what? I have a friend with autism who's getting their master's degree in like sociology, and they're going to go into the military. His name is Uga. His name is actually Michael Ravioli. His name is Andy. My point is that he has autism and he's working through it fine. And yet, I don't know what you have. You're bi and queer, so you have there's something there. There's some kind of thing wrong with you. Anyway, my point being, you have Tourette's?
Oh, God.
Are we not cringing? I have Tourette's as well. You don't see me like sitting and making TikToks, rolling off my tics. What are you talking about? What are you doing? What the fuck was that performance? This is the person that's like, I'm really stressed out when I go on job interviews. You're going on the internet and you're just showing people you gasping. What the hell are you doing? What is this?
In-person.
Anyway, let's do this. It's high pressure in-person verbal proving ground.
Verbal proving ground, where if you show any weakness or behave like in any way weirdly, you will be penalized.
Probably not, bro. Like, your only qualifications is probably like a McDonald's worker. They need people. Some of those places need people. So they're like, yeah, I'll take you, even if you're a little weird. Now, when it gets up to those harder jobs, of course, But, like, let's say, for instance, I had a bus driver. I was interviewing a bus driver, and they were having a weird fucking like breakdown in my interview where I was like, "Hey, can you drive a bus?" I don't want to hire them to work with kids. Same thing if you're like a forklift operator. I don't really want somebody who has fucking panic attacks in an interview operating machinery that could kill people. You get my point? Like, we have to kind of understand that not every job is for everyone. Okay? Like, I have a small dick. You don't see me talking about how it's fucking body shaming that I'm not a goddamn porn star. Like, this is the real world. Some people aren't equipped for particular jobs. And whether you like it or not, your disabilities are part of you as a whole. And so if your disability makes it difficult for you to do a job, that's just the way life is, okay? Someone in a wheelchair probably shouldn't be somebody who deals with packaging at UPS, because you're not really going to be, or like a warehouse unloader, because you're probably not going to be able to perform the job. You get my point? You get it? You understand what I'm saying here?
I've gotten rejected in person during an interview solely because I was too nervous. That was the reason.
What was the interview?
Too nervous. Honestly, not only was that ableist, it was a little bit sexist because he was a man who was twice my size and I was alone with him in a room.
Did we expect anything different? Did we expect anything different? Did we expect anything different from her? This is like the wokeness. I was intimidated. Yeah, it's intimidating to be around big people, but shut the fuck up. You know, listen, here's the thing. When it comes to anything 97% related, you know what that means. Sexual assault related. Two things. One, we need to teach young men to stop being so goddamn creepy and chill out, respect boundaries, create spaces that women mostly feel comfortable saying no to. But also, we need to teach women to toughen the fuck up. Okay? If you're in a job interview, there's a pretty low expectation that you're going to be sexually assaulted. So if you're uncomfortable because you think that person's going to violate you, that's a you problem. That's not a him problem. He's just doing his fucking job as an interviewer. Like, you need to toughen the fuck up. You can't pretend that every interaction with a man is going to be predatory. It's just not how the real world functions. It's just not. So what is happening? Oh, it's sexist too. What was the job you interviewed for? Jesus Christ.
Like, gee, I wonder why I'm nervous.
I wonder why. Bro, you know what? People are in my chat are saying this generation is fucked. On the contrary, people like this in this generation are fucked. My kids are going to be amazing. It's going to be a fucking glide through life for my kids because I'm going to teach my young boys and my young girls, and if I have young binaries, whatever, I don't fucking care. I'm going to teach them to all be strong, and they're going to go through life on a fucking, like, a goddamn fucking skateboard, smooth skating, dude, because they're not going to be, when we get to these challenging points in life, their interviews are going to be nothing. Because it's going to be easy. They're going to be like, wow, you have basic abilities to communicate. You have the job. Because the last girl we had in here, she was melting down when I asked her if she knows how to mix ice cream together. This is a Cold Stone interview. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. These people are fucking nuts, dude. They're fucking nuts. Oh my God. You know, so funny. I have a lot of people in my chat that are like, they're saying that they're, what we call neuroatypical, myself included. And they're all like, yeah, I have autism, and I have autism where I work with people in my warehouse that have autism, and they're all work out fine. Oh, we all have these issues, but we're doing just fine. Like, yeah, that's what life is about. Like, it's fantastic. Like, people with disabilities can work. Hot take, this woman is actually being ableist for suggesting that people with disabilities can't function under high pressure situations. Fucking crazy. Hey everyone, if you liked that video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow my Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and TikTok. All links are in the description. Also, check out my Patreon if you'd like to support me even more than you already do. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you all.